You've decided to buy a Medicare supplement, and now all you got to do is who to buy it through. That's what this video is going to show you. I'm going to show you the best way to buy a Medicare supplement at the best price with the best plan through the best company. If by chance you haven't decided on which one you want to go with yet, I do have a video that will explain all the different plans and on my recommendations on which one to go with. There's three ways to buy a supplemental plan. You can buy direct from the company. You can go on the internet and search a website, and you can buy it on a website, or you can buy it from an individual broker through the internet. Which one is the best? And that's one thing I want to talk about. First off, buying it through a company. I'll never ever recommend you buy direct from a company, and this is the reason why. Some people think that, if you buy it direct, you're going to get a better price. You don't. Not in the insurance business. If a company is selling a med sup at $120 a month, you can buy it through them for $120, or you can buy it through a broker like me for the same price. What you're doing is you're not getting an advocate. That's how I look at myself, as an advocate for my clients. Always buy it through a broker. The other reason why you don't want to use an insurance company is that your rate is going to go up. I'm going to guarantee it. Your rate is going to go up. And when it does, the insurance company is never going to call you up and say you can get a better price if you went to this company. It's not going to happen, folks. And the rate increases are going to happen. With my clients, all the clients I have, I would say 95% of them, I can move every 2 to 3 years, sometimes 4 years, because I can find a better price for them. And that's how I look at my job. My job is to take care of my clientele, to always make sure the policy they have, they're getting at the best price possible. Now you can also buy it, go online, do a Google search for Medicare supplements. And I'd say the first 3-4 pages are either going to be companies' websites, or they're going to be large brokerage houses or data mining companies. First off, data mining companies, stay away from them. A quick way to find out if it's a data mining company is a lot of these sites, and a lot of them are very good at providing information. They are very good. But what they'll do is you'll see a box on there that says, click for instant quote. You click on that, and now they ask for some information. They'll ask for your name, your zip code, your date of birth, if you smoke, what plan do you want. Then they'll ask for your phone number. And what they're doing is, a data mining company is, all they're doing is collecting your information. Because if you give them all that information, at the end, a lot of them will say, we will have a broker call you in the next day. What they're doing is they're selling your phone number. That's all they're doing. I can buy these things. I'm a broker. I can buy these from these data mining companies. But the thing is that they're going to sell it to 10, 20 different agents throughout the country. You're going to get a lot of phone calls. If that's what you want, go ahead. But I wouldn't suggest doing it that way. Now, you can also buy it online from a legitimate broker. But you have to be careful who you buy it through. A lot of the companies out there are big brokerage houses. You call in and you might see a picture like this of, there's 50 agents in that room. And the problem you're going to have there is some of them will really only have 2 or 3 companies they deal with. Or they might list, 10 different companies, but those companies aren't always the most competitive out there. Okay, because see, these big brokerage houses, they sign contracts with these insurance companies, and they have to provide them so much business on a monthly basis to keep the contract they have. I don't have companies like that. Mine do not pay me like that, because these guys will get incentives to give a company a lot of business, and so they get a better commission rate. The other thing is that the person you talk to on the phone is an employee of the brokerage house. They're employees. They're not your personal rep. So what happens is, they might give you a good policy. They might give you at a really good price. But if you call them up 6 months from now, that person might be gone. Because remember, that person is an employee. They don't work for you. They work for their company. And you're always getting a new broker all the time. And the other thing is that a lot of these agencies, they're huge. They might have 15,000, 20,000 policyholders. And when rates go up, they can't call their people to tell them the rates have gone up, we can move you to a better plan. They just can't do it. So that's something to consider too, because God's sakes, you don't want to be like this. The number of people I talk to on a daily basis who are in their 70s, and I ask them, when did you buy your plan? And they said, well, I turned 65. And what do you pay for it? A lot of folks out there, they don't even have a clue what they're paying, because most people pay on a monthly basis, a bank draft coming out of your checking account, and no one follows it. And many, many times I've talked to people who are paying $300. I talked to one guy last week who was paying $400 a month for his policy. And he was floored when I told him I could get him the exact same plan with a different company at $150. So the big brokerage houses don't always do that for you. The other way you can do this is buy it from an individual broker. Now, people like me, okay, I have a website, I have a Facebook page, but there's a big difference. If you went to my website and you look at it, it's not going to be slick, highly polished like a big brokerage house. I don't have my own internet gurus to take care of my website. I don't have web designers. I do everything myself. But what I do is there's more personal service. And there's guys out there, there's people out there that do the same kind of work I do. And those are the type of people you want to look for this reason. When I talk to someone for the first time, say you're turning 65 and you're going on, Medicare, and you're looking for a sup, I explain it, how Medicare works, how all the different supplemental plans. I make sure you understand how all this stuff works. And then, I like to look at your health history. For the reason is, you're in open enrollment right now. Nobody can turn you down. But if you have some serious health problems, that means the company we put you with might be the company you have to stay with for many years. So if I know your health history, I don't always then go with the lowest price out there. I'll go with a company that I feel is going to be fair to you, not come in with huge rate increases. See, there's companies out there that will lowball a price. They come in really cheap in the marketplace. And, the premium is really low for the first couple of years, and then the premium starts going up and up and up. And if you have a lot of health problems, I don't want to put you with that. Now, if you're really healthy, I don't worry as much about it, because I know that, okay, if they have a 10% rate increase next year, all I do is I call you up and say, Frank, let's look at another company because you're paying too much for it. That's the type of person you want. But now you have to make sure the broker you speak to on the phone, you got to interview these guys. Interview us, talk to us, make sure that they're really an independent broker. And by independent, I mean we can work with many different companies. Myself, I have 30 companies I deal with. Okay, they don't always get my business, but when I have clients with certain health problems, I know who to go to. And you want someone who can quote a lot of companies. Let me give you an example. I don't know if you can see this, but this up here, I'm not sure if you can see that. It's a quote. And it's one zip code for one person. There is 6 pages here of different companies. That's a type of broker you want to go with. Someone who has access to every insurance company. See, what we do is when we talk to folks and they've decided they want to go with us and they want to, they know the plan they want, I have the ability to, I put in your zip code, your sex, everything about you, and it tells me every insurance company that sells Medicare supplements in your zip code what their premium is. And I can look at their past history of how well, their rate increases, how they've done. There are certain companies I know I'm not going to go to. I just will not do it because I know what they've done in the past. There are certain companies that come out and they're brand new in the business. I don't want to use them right away. I want to see some of their track record, because I look at my job as I'm your advocate. I'm the one that's trying to help you get through this. And if I just spit out the cheapest out there, it's not always going to be in your benefit. Okay, so what you want to do is find a broker that you feel comfortable with that can quote all the insurance companies for you. and one that will stay with you through the years. If you ever have an agent tell you that if you ever need service work, or you have questions, or you think your rate's going up too much, just give me a call and we'll see what we can do for you. Stay away from that person. For myself, and a lot of people who do the same type of work I do, and we're out there, I know before you do when you have a rate increase. And I will call my people up before they know that they have a rate increase coming, telling them that your rate's going up too much and you're paying too much now. I think it's time we move on. So that is another thing you should look at. Now, if you found this helpful and you think it might be a benefit to you, subscribe to my channel. For this reason, guys, even if you don't do any business with me, I would subscribe, because I'm setting up a new kind of YouTube channel. What I'm doing is I'm going to do all these videos, to help you with Medicare and supplemental coverages, but I'm also going to do videos that when something happens in the country, if Congress does something about Medicare, that's something you should know about, I'm going to do quick videos. And I'm also going to, if people don't want to join through YouTube, if they give me their email address, and I don't spam people, so don't worry about that. I don't do that. But what it is, is that when something important happens, I would email you with a quick video saying, this is something you need to be aware of. Things are changing in the country. So subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, you can always call me. My number's, on the screen. If you have questions or if you have comments, I love comments, guys. If you have comments about this video down below, say something. If you have questions, you can ask me there or just email me, and I'll help you through this thing, because my goal is I'm tired of seeing people get hurt. And many, many times people are paying way too much money for the exact same benefit. Have a good day.